Hey everybody, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I'm going to be playing 5 Parsecs from Home. This is turn number 12, so this is the 12th battle report. My crew is lined up on this side. The bad guys are over there. I've got to get them situated, but I just wanted to give you the situation before I begin the game. So I'm playing this on a 2x2 mat. The VIP, which is this one in the red, has the red base. The VIP needs to get to within 3 inches of the center of the board and stay there for, it says you must spend a full round within 3 inches of the center of the table to win. All right, so what's going on right now is my crew has been hired by a company to get this hacker specialist, to get him to this terminal right here in front of this orbital cannon. If he can get there, he can manually turn the cannon to a specific location, and the other hackers on the other side will fire the cannon at whatever target. The captain doesn't really care what the target is. All he knows is he's getting paid very well by his patron to get this job done. Meanwhile, the hired muscle over there, they aren't hired. They aren't affiliated with this organization that runs this. They've just been hired to just interfere, stop me at all costs. They are tactical in nature, so what they're going to try to do is always stay in cover but move half. They want to flank me, so they're going to want to go to the sides. So I will probably end up having to split them up. If I can get the specialists up here within 4 rounds, I get an extra 2 credits. But I think that's kind of risky, given that if the VIP dies, then I won't win. So I think for right now, unless something changes, I'm not going to shoot for that 4-round limit. But who knows? Maybe I will. We'll see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a real quick break here, get the bad guys situated on their side. I think I've got my side all done. I'm going to get some final notes typed up, and then I'll get started on this game. Okay, it is time to go. Now, what I've done is, because they are tactical, I've split them up. I've got 3 over behind that bit of terrain, and then 3 more behind this structure right here. The corporate spook is he's a unique individual for this one. He is cautious, so he is not really going to stick his neck out. He's more here for observation, just to see how this hired muscle does and whether or not the patron wants to hire them in the future to do their job. He only has a hand laser. I say only has. He has a hand laser, but it has a range of 12 inches. So he can't really do much without getting to the midpoint of the game, and that's going to put him probably in danger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play him. If it were my character, I would play him very cautiously, trying not to get him killed. So he's not going to put his neck out, but if a shot does come available, he will take it. Meanwhile, my crew has established down here. They know that they've got some resistance. They just don't know where they are right now. So they're going to have to kind of feel it out, which probably means they're going to have to put their neck out to see if they got a shot. But they do know that they need to get the VIP up here on this walkway to get access to this terminal right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to seize the initiative. Normally you roll 2d6 and you add them together, and on a 10 or higher, you get to do a free move. Now you also get to add the savvy of your highest savvy character, which is my robot, which is +2. So I really only need to roll an 8. But I am playing against hired muscle, and one of the rules there is that they're sort of already entrenched, so there's a -1. So add it all up, I need to roll a 9 or higher on this. So the +2 and the -1 is +1. So yeah, 9 or higher will get me seize the initiative. and I got a 5. So I do not seize the initiative, which means now we go straight to the reaction phase. You roll 1 die for every character in your crew, and I believe because this one, the VIP does have a reaction of 1, I will also be rolling a die for them for a total of 7. So I can give him orders. He does not have a weapon, and I'm not allowed to give him weapons, but I can give him orders. All right, so I need some 1s and 2s here. I got a 1, a 2, and a 1. So I will assign those. Now, normally what I do here, I like to get my best shots out and up higher. So I'm going to send Vey, who has a reaction of 2. I can give Vey the reaction of 2. I'm going to give Huala, who has a reaction of 1. And I'm also going to give, I guess I could give, by the way, Blue Eyes is not in. I have substituted Droon. He's sitting in because Blue Eyes got injured. Droon does have an auto rifle, but he does not have the deflector field that Red Eye or Blue Eyes has. So I think I'm going to give this one to the captain. I want to get, where's the captain? Oh, there. It takes me a while. The captain has a new uniform. I rolled recently that he can change his look. So I have a brand new mini here to represent the captain. So it's going to take me a little bit to get used to. Oh, yeah, I was like, where's my captain? He will go. So they will be moving in the fast phase. And what I'm going to do is Vey can move a total of 6 plus 2 for sprint. So he can move a total of 8 inches. I want him getting up here. So he's going to run 4 to the stairs and then 4 up, which puts him right about here. And he has nobody in sight, so he can't see anything. I'm going to set his die to 6 to indicate he has moved. The captain is going to try to get over this way. Captain can move, I can't believe I haven't increased his speed. It's 4 plus 2, so he can move a total of 6, which will put him right here. And then last will be Huala. Huala can move 5 plus 2 is 7. I want him on this side guarding both the terminal and the VIP. So 7 inches, he'll move out 1 and then 6 over. Actually, if he moves here, he's still got cover here. So can he see? No, he cannot see anybody. I don't know what that was. Something went rolling. He's right here, and he has moved in the fast phase. That is it for the fast phase. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the microphone. I'm going to move over to that side so I can take a look at where the enemy is. So the enemy, get the microphone. So the enemy is broken up into 2 parts here with the spook sort of in the middle. The enemy can advance. They tend to want to advance half of their movement, but try to retain cover, which is totally possible here because there's a lot of terrain and a lot of places to block line of sight. They will not move into the open if they believe that they will be in line of sight and open to a shot. So right now they don't know where I am. So now I'm assuming if I were a player and I were assuming that and I couldn't see where those minis were, I know the objective of my opponent is to get up here, so I want to focus on covering that. So what I'm probably going to do, these guys don't have to stay necessarily like right next to each other, but they do want to stay within 3 inches of a friendly. So knowing that, I'm going to send one out here to test the water, just to look and see. Huala's already moved, so he can't do much. So this guy right here, half his movement is 5, so he would move 2.5 inches. He's not sprinting, so he could, once he sees Huala, but only if he can get back in cover. So if he moved 2.5 inches, it would put him right here. He sees an enemy. Can he see? He can't see. He cannot see Vey. So he sees Huala, and he has a total of 2.5 plus 4.5 inches left. So if he moves 4.5, he would still be in cover behind this. So he's going to dodge up here and stay behind this, and he cannot be seen. I'm assuming that these guys are in sort of radio contact, so he can alert them that he sees an enemy on the left side or whatever, east, west, whatever. This guy right here, these are my thugs, by the way. I should have told you. I have 4 thugs, a specialist, a lieutenant, and a unique. We know who the unique is. The lieutenant, the bad boy, is this red mohawked woman with 2 weapons. I picked her as the lieutenant just because she's got the most weapons. I figured that'll be an easy way to remember. And then the specialist is going to be, well, I can't remember which of these 2 guys I said it was, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it this guy in armor because he's heavily armored, which a specialist you would think would be a little more smart, a little smarter than the average. So I'm going to make him my specialist. So all of them can move 5. So this thug right here, he's been ordered to get to the high ground. So he can go 5 plus 2 is 7. So it's 3 here and then 4 up. Now, right now he can't see Bay, but it's going to be an interesting little bit of combat in just a moment. And then the specialist has a marksman rifle, so he has a long range. So what he's going to do is he will first move. He can move half, which is right here, and he's going to take a shot at poor Huala because he does have the rifle to do it. So it's got a range of 36. He gets 1 shot, and he's +1 combat. So what you do is you roll a d6. Now, Huala is behind semi-cover. He's sort of at an angle here. So I'm going to say that this is within range, but he's in cover. That's a 5. And the specialist needs a +1, so he hits on a 4 or higher. And I rolled a 6, so he definitely hit. Huala took a hit, and Huala's toughness is, let me look at my sheet. This is not a good way to start the game. Huala's toughness is 5, and the weapon has no damage modifier. So a 5 or higher here will take him out of the game. And I rolled a 5. So Huala is out of the game. That guy got a good shot in. All right. Actually, let me see. Huala has... Nope, there is nothing I can do about that. He has no flak screen, no deflector field, nothing. So, anyway, that was that. All right. The unique individual, the spook, he's going to... I'm going to say he's going to get close to the building. He may go up. He's going to keep cover, and he's going to watch initially to see what happens here. Now the remaining 3, the lieutenant is going to order this thug to get over here in cover. He can move half his distance if he stays in cover. So he'll move 2.5. He doesn't see anybody, so he can move another 2.5 plus. He can do another 4.5, which is going to put him right about here. And he doesn't see anybody. This other thug is going to go this way, so he'll have to move his full 5 to see if he sees anybody. He cannot, so he'll move another 2 inches, and he's behind cover here. And then last, the lieutenant can also move. He's going to go this way, and let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he'll scoot up just a little bit to take cover. Well, that's not good. Already down a crew member. All right, let's see what we got. Now it is the fast phase, or slow phase, excuse me, and my remaining players get to go. The VIP is going to just move to the stairs and wait to see what he's going to stay in cover. He's going to wait and see if they can tell him whether it's clear or not. Droon is going to follow the captain. Droon can go 4 plus 2 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can go right up next to the captain. And Freak has a really good weapon. He's got an auto rifle with 2 shots, and he's +1 combat and toughness 5. So I'm going to put him in harm's way. I'm going to... He can move 7. 5 gets him 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gets him here. And then this is a 2 for 1, so he can't climb that just yet. Is that 2 inches? Yes, 2 inches. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8. He doesn't have enough to get up there. But I'm going to move him up this ramp, and on his next turn, he's going to climb up here. And we'll see. Oh, yeah, and 6. 6 saw Huala go down. So 6 is going to run over here. He can go 5, and he sees the bad guy. So he is going to take a shot. 6 has a military rifle. He just gets 1 shot. He's +2 to combat. So he's in the open because I put him in the open so he could take that shot. So he's in the open, and that means is it within range? What's the range of that weapon? 24. Yes, this is 24, so it's within range and in the open, so that is a 5 or higher. He hits on a +2, so he needs to roll a 3 or higher to hit. I rolled a 4. That is if you remember, that's my specialist. His toughness is 4, so I need a 4 or higher to take him out. I rolled a 2. I'm going to spend a story point and say that 6 is very irritated, and he's gonna shoot. He's gonna have aimed or taken a more accurate shot. So I'm down 4. I want to take him out. 4. I hit him. All right. So he is out as well. Cost me a story point, but now I'm feeling a little better with that long range weapon gone. All right. That is all I can do in the slow phase. So let me get all their dice. Oh yeah. Poor Huala, knocked out. So I'm down 1 player, and it is now round 2, and I roll 6 dice now, not 7, and I need some 1s and 2s. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do morale. So morale, when I take an enemy out, I roll a die. These guys freak on a 1 or 2, so let's hope that 1 flees. I rolled a 1. So the way this works is the unique will not flee, neither will the lieutenant. So all that's left is thugs, and it's the thug that's closest to the back line back here where they entered. And if I have to look, it'll be this guy right here going up the stairs. So he is the closest to this line. This guy's a little bit further up, and then this thug is way up near the building. So this guy will flee. So that was good. And so now I roll for reaction phase. I got a 1, and that's it. All right, so I'll give the 1 to Vey. I always like to give it to him. My Huala is out, so I'm going to give it to the captain. To move up. Okay, so in the fast phase, the captain is going to take a position here in cover at the corner of this building. He's watching. By the way, there's a new rule. Not a new rule. There's a rule that I did not really understand until I read it again. It's in combat. And what it is, hold on, let me get it to you before I mess it up. I haven't been doing this, and it could make a real difference in the game at times. Let's see, where is it? I could have sworn it was in here. Where was it? Okay. Basically, it's sort of like Overwatch. I was reading it and I thought, dash, no stuns, no random movement, jumping, enemy movement, tackle. Characters in particular shot would do. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of another game, but I could have sworn there was something in the rules here about taking an opportunity shot. But since I can't find it, I'm going to assume that I was wrong, and maybe that's another game. But I could have sworn there was something in here. Line of sight. Okay. All right. Well, not going to waste much time on that. Any more time on that. All right. So the captain is just going to, he's in cover, and he's going to stay right here, and he's sort of trying to guard this area right here. He doesn't know that right on the other side of here is another bad guy and that there's two over here. Now, Vey, let me turn this to a 6. He's moved. Vey is going to... Well, Vey can move 6. So he will move his full 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When he gets here, he can see that guy right there. Is there anybody else down there? No. So he's got his eyes on a thug, and I'm gonna take a shot. He has a needle rifle that has 2 shots. He's +2 to combat. That is within 6 inches, I believe. Let's double check that. Oh yeah, that's within 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. So that is a 3 to hit, and he's +2, so he's going to hit no matter what. So I'm going to roll it anyway. All he needs is a 1, so he'll hit. He hits on both. So both hit, and there's no modifier to the damage, although it says critical. What is a critical? Hold on. Critical is when you roll a 6. Critical. A natural 6 inflicts 2 hits, so this counts as 3 hits. And the toughness of that thug is a 4. So all I need is one of these to be 4 or higher, and he's going to take him out. I got a 5, a 4, and a 2, so he took another one out. That is why I pay Vey the big bucks. And Vey is done. Now it is the slow phase. So I'm going to move the microphone, and I'm going to come back over here and see what's coming up. Now the lieutenant is now aware that he has lost his left side. He has, the specialist was gone, the thug is gone, and one of them fled. So he is empty over here. So staying with the tactics, he's going to try and flank. He hasn't seen me yet, and this is round 2, by the way. So he hasn't seen me yet, so he's going to instruct the 2 thugs to move their half. He will go 2.5. He doesn't see anybody, so he'll move his 2.5 again to 5. He is right at the corner of where the captain is. Now, if he sprints, he's going to be in direct view of the captain, and he can't take a shot. So I'm going to play him cautious. He's sort of taking his time, whereas this guy, this snake guy over here, interesting. He can move right up this line, and if he moves his full 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he is still in cover and doesn't see the captain. If he steps out, he is in line of sight of the captain, but I'm going to play it that he's being cautious. He's not going to go out in the open knowing that he'd be stuck there. I mean, he can move 2 more inches, but they're supposed to be tactical and try to stay in cover, and that's what he's doing. And the same with the lieutenant here. The lieutenant can't see anybody, so the lieutenant... Now, will the lieutenant follow this thug or this guy? I think the lieutenant's going to play it safe and go up 2.5 and 2.5 and stay right behind this snake guy here. So right now, this is not good. I've got my captain, and he's got 3 guys all within like about 6 or 7 inches of him. And then, of course, the spook here is going to move his full 5 up and stay in cover. He's behind this building. He's watching. He's kind of see what's happening here. I don't think he's going to put himself at risk by coming over here where there's no help. Remember, they want to stay within 3 inches of each other, and technically these guys are kind of all that way. This one might be 4 inches, but the spook is definitely still being very cautious. All right, that is the end of the enemy phase. Let me turn this around. Come back over here, and let's see what I can do. All right, Vey's gone, the captain's gone. So Droon, in a moment, Droon's going to see this guy. Now, if Droon moves over this way at all, he will see him, and he could take a shot. But, you know, I think Droon would stay with the captain. I don't think Droon would, get out in the open, even if there was a shot to take. So he's going to move closer to the captain, and that's it. He can't do anything. He can't see anybody, so I can't take a shot. Freak will climb, so that's 4. And at this point, well, if he moves right here, if he moves right here, he would have a shot. It's in cover, or his enemy's in cover, but he can see him. Let me double check that. Oh yeah, he can definitely see him. How did I get that angle? This thing's at an angle. I don't see how I did that. The captain can't see him because of but it's just the odd angle. But up here, I do. I have the drop on him. That's interesting. All right. Now he moved, so Freak has an auto rifle, 2 shots, and he's +1 combat. This guy's in cover, but he's within range, so that's 5+ to hit. Freak is +1, so he's got to hit on a 4 or higher. He'll take both shots, 4 or higher. I rolled a 2 and a 5, so 1 does hit, and his toughness is a 4, and there's no damage modifier, so I need a 4 or higher. I got a 5, so patow, he took that guy out. So man, I needed that. Now the lieutenant and this thug are aware now that someone over here took a shot. So poor Freak in a moment is going to be in bad shape unless I get initiative for him. All right, so they moved. VIP can move what? VIP can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vay's telling him, get up here. Now remember, this is the end of round. This is almost the end of round 2. And then 6 doesn't know about this over here. He doesn't know that I wouldn't know. What I really kind of sometimes wish is we could play these war games somehow where you can't see your opponent's miniatures. That would really change the game. But we use what we can. He's going to move up here and just cover this area so that Vay and he can protect the VIP. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's everybody. All right, that is the end of round 2. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the optional post or at the end of round 2 and the end of round 4. You can do these things called battle events, and they are on page 116. It's a D100. Green is high. These can be good for you. They can be bad for you. Green is high. That's 100. I've never rolled one of those before. Let's see. 100. You want me to check that out. Select a random crew member. They may opt to go check out something they saw. If they do, they are removed from the battle. After the battle ends, they may roll once on the loot table. If you opt not to go, you cannot send a different character. So let me roll for the random character to see who it is. It won't be the VIP, obviously. So what I'm going to do is go Captain is 1, Droon 2, Freak 3. I'm just going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll re-roll a 6. So 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to have him go back for something. He's covering right now for my Captain and Droon, who are down here. So there's no way I'm going to... No, not going to have that. But interesting. I mean, an extra loot table roll would have been nice, but I'm not going to remove him from the game. That's an extra gun that I need. All right, so that is the end of turn 2. Turn 3, I get to roll 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need some 1s and 2s. Oh, I did some good roll. I got 3 1s and 2 2s and a 3. And I don't think I have anybody with a reaction of 3. I do not. If I had bumped somebody's reaction up to 3, all my guys would get to move in the fast phase. That's what it was. I remember now. In the fast phase, that's what I'm doing. So let me read this to you real quick. So fast phase, snap fire. Here it is. Characters that are eligible to act in the quick phase, which is whoever I assign now, may opt not to do so. This allows them to either fire when an enemy moves or to delay until the slow action. Firing during an enemy move prevents the firing character from moving this round. So it's like Overwatch. So I could put the captain into snapfire mode. I can put Droon into snapfire mode. What is Freak? I could put Freak in snapfire mode. And I can put the 2s. Unfortunately, the 2s, I can only give one to Vey. And, oh, I can give one to 6. Yeah, it's the VIP who's going to have to move in the slow phase. That's what I'm going to do, because what's going to happen is, as soon as these guys move into the open, I will get a sort of like a free shot. I mean, why not? If a moving enemy is stunned as a result of stun fire, they lose the ability to fire this round. So if I miss, of course, they get to return fire. Characters that do not find an opportunity to use Snapfire will move in the slow phase. I knew there was something I had read, and I think this is going to be one of those times that's going to hopefully pay off. All right, so they are going to sit tight. Vey is going to turn and yell or look over his shoulder and tell the VIP to get up here. That's all he can do. He's going to tell 6 to advance. 6 is trying to cover this area, not knowing if there's anybody there. The spook over here is just getting ready to watch this whole thing just go south. So now it is the slow phase, or the enemy phase, and this is going to be interesting. So here's what happens. The thug steps out, and he's got 2 guys looking at him. The captain, I'm not going to have him fire. I'm going to have Droon fire. Because the captain's weapon would hurt. If he hits this guy, it would hurt him as well. So Droon will take the shot. Droon has an auto rifle, and he gets 2 shots. He's within 6, which is a 3+. And Surge. No, it is Droon. Droon is +1. So he hits on a 2 or higher. And I'm rolling 2 dice because he gets 2 shots. So 2 or higher. And he hit on that and this, and I don't think the auto rifle has no modifier for 6. So he made 2 hits. The toughness is 4, and there's no... Is there a damage modifier on that weapon? No. So a 4 on either one of these dice, and that enemy is out cold. And I got a 4. So, oh, you know what I didn't do? Morale last turn. That's okay. All the thugs are dead anyway, except for that one. All right. So Droon went. So I'm going to put a 6 on him. I guess I could have had Freak fire too, but Freak and the captain are both going to get their chances, because at this point the lieutenant walks around, and if captain and Freak both miss, he's within 6 inches of my captain, and he is going to do some damage to my captain, because he's got an auto rifle which gets 2 shots. So he will use them both on the captain. So let's do Freak first. Freak is +1 combat, and he gets 2 shots. He is in the open. That's a 5+, and then like I said, he's +1 to hit, so he hits on a 4. So I will roll 2 dice for 2 shots, and a 4 or higher will hit. And I got a single 4. So 1 hits. That means he's got a stun automatically. But let's see if I can. Now, the lieutenant has a 4 toughness as well. So a 4 or higher will knock him out. And I rolled a natural 1. It did not. But he is stunned. And the rule says that if a moving enemy is stunned as a result of snap fire, they cannot fire this round. So that leaves my captain here to end this. The captain has this weapon called a shell gun. It's nasty. It gets 2 shots, and it is, like I said, it's just ugly. It's got a range of 30, 2 shots. It's a heavy and an area. I did not move, so I don't have to worry about the -1 because of the heavy modifier. But the area means anyone around it, and there's nobody around it, would also take damage. But for right now, he gets 2 shots. He is +2 to hit. He's within 6 inches. That's a 3 or higher to hit, and then he's 2 or higher, so he's going to hit on both shots. So I'm going to take both shots, both. So they both should hit. They do. They both hit, and there is no damage modifier, I believe, on the shell gun. No. So the toughness is 4. I just need a single 4 to take him out of the game, and I got a 5 and a 6. So the lieutenant is out of the game. That is Oh no, and the spook over here who is in radio contact, he's going to move his full back here behind here, and he's going to radio in. What do I do here? They are not able to. He has not had any shots. I mean, there's been nothing. I guess he could take a shot at Vey in a moment when he, even if he moved his full, he's not going to have angle on Vey to shoot. But Vey doesn't know he's down there, so Vey's going to stay put and guard this guy. It is now the slow phase. So he can move 4 plus 2. So 1, 2, 3, and he's within range of the thing of the terminal. So he's going to hack it this turn. And like I said, it's got to be he has to stay there for 1 round. So that's the end of that round. All that is the unique individual will not run, so there's no point in doing a morale check. So now all I do is that was the end of round 3. This is now round 4. Oh, and I get the 2 credits because he got up there within round 4. Sometimes this game goes very fast. It just blows me away. So 2 credits because he got there. Well, that's if I win. I'm going to play it that the spook has been told to take out the VIP. So I need some 1s and 2s here. Remember, he has to stay there for the round. He cannot move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, sorry. 5 dice. 6 dice. And this is what I was worried about. I got no 1s and a single 2. The only thing I can assign it to is Vey, and I am going to give him that Overwatch option. Because here's what's going to happen. The spook has been told, you can bail, but that VIP, take a shot if you got it. He's going to move here. He can take a shot at the VIP, but Vey has Overwatch. So if Vey doesn't take this shot or make this shot, it's going to be bad for the VIP because he's definitely within 12 inches. So Vey gets 2 shots. He is in the open. He is within range, so he's 5 to hit. Vey is plus 2, so a 3 or higher on either one of these will hit. I got a 4 and a 5, so they both hit. He is stunned. You get stunned for each hit. I think that's right. Well, we'll just give him 1, just to be fair. I think it's 2. So he can't shoot this turn. And let's see if I take him out. His toughness is 4, so all I have to do is a 4 or higher here. And I got a 5 and a 6, and the spook is taken out. The VIP does his magic. It swivels, and a few seconds later, the orbital cannon fires off 2 shots. Everybody kind of like wondering. Are they wondering where it went? Nah, not really. Probably targeting a pirate ship or something like that. Probably not a pirate. Probably a corporate ship. And the VIP says, "We're all done here," and they all head back. Huala managed to crawl into cover, so let's go ahead and roll to see what happens to poor Huala. And normally you do this during the post rolls, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now just because I'm playing live, and let's just see what happens. So injuries is on page 121, determine injuries. So I lost Huala. I roll a D100. Green is high, and remember, I do have 4 story points, so I don't necessarily have to take a gruesome death here. All right, Huala, hang in there. I rolled an 81, which is knocked out, no long-term effect. All right, Huala is okay. He'll be back to play next game. He's like, what happened? Just took him out cold. All right, that was fun. I mean, I didn't know. I really didn't know how this was going to play out. I thought the VIP was going to, for sure, with that hand laser, take him out. But I'm glad I remembered about the Overwatch. And if you've been playing this game and haven't been using that, I know in some games that have the Overwatch ability, it is crucial to be able to like sit there and wait for a target to move. You get the, it's almost like a snapshot, but hey, if it and all it means is if you miss, you have to move in the slow phase. It doesn't mean you're out of the game, or it doesn't mean you won't get to take a move action. You just are going to move and fire in the slow action. But it's very, very cool. All right, I'm going to take a real quick break, and I'll be back in just a minute to do the post-turn 12 battle rolls for this battle report, and we'll see how this crew does. All right, let's do the post-battle rolls. If you fought an opponent that isn't a rival, and this was, and held the field, roll a d6. On a 1, the type of opponents you just fought become your rivals. Now, hold on. Let me go back and just double-check. The hard muscle was unknown mercs. Doesn't say anything about. It doesn't say anything about them. Here we go. Criminal element. Okay, they were in the. No, they were hired muscle, weren't they? Not criminal element. Yeah. So there is no criminal element if you roll when you do the rival. When you set up the field to roll a d6 on a 1 to 3, you get bonus credits. But this is a hard muscle. So the effect to the game for hard muscle was that -1 to seize the initiative. So this is just a plain old battle. So on a 1, they become a rival. Of course they do. Why not? So now my hired muscle guys are a rival. And that makes sense because I was sort of playing them as like a competing crew hired to stop me from doing what I'm doing. So let's just, I took them out, but let's say they got back to their ship and healed their wounds. They're definitely going to not like me. So now I've got 2 rivals on this planet. That is not good. I have a criminal element and a hired muscle rival. So they're both going to be looking for me. Resolve patron status. If you succeeded in a patron mission, I did, they become a patron. So now I have 3 patrons on this world that will affect the ability to find new work. Determine quest progress. Guys, if you're... I am not doing the quest part of this game. It sounds cool, but it's just one extra thing that sort of takes you away from jobs and rivals and stuff. And it's also very hard to get something happening there. I'm not going to be playing the quest progress. So get paid. Number 3 is not applicable. Number 4, I get +2 because I did the job within 4 rounds. This was I believe this job was +2 danger pay. +2 danger pay. And it wasn't anything about re-rolling the payment. So you just roll a d6, and because I held the field, if you won the mission by completing an objective, treat any roll of 1 or 2 as a 3. So the least I can do is roll a 3 credits. So let's roll it. I got 5 credits for pay. Plus 5 pay, so that's 7. Plus I got +9 for payment. And that's really good because right now I'm at 13, so now I'm up to 22. And let's see, battlefield finds. If you held the field, you get to roll a d100 on this to see if you get to recover something from the battlefield. Green is high. That is a 37. Starship parts, equivalent to 2 credits. Okay, I'll take them. Only when installing a redeemable as equivalent to 2 credits when installing a starship component. So it's not like you get 2 credits. You just get plus starship component plus 2 cred. I have to look that up. It says page 60. What is that? Maybe I may have been missing that I could upgrade my ship. I probably have. Oh yeah. I mean, there's things I could pay to upgrade my ship. They're expensive. But I might. But 2 credits towards the cost. Like a med bay is 25, so it would cost 23. But like the cargo hold. Let's see. What else is there? Probe launcher. That's not fun. Yeah, some of these are quite pricey. Oh no, there's some on the other page too. Auto turrets, improved shields, living quarters. Oh, what is that? When determining upkeep, you may count your crew as having 2 crew members less. Ooh, I may do that. That's interesting. Military fuel, starship travel costs are reduced by 2 credits. I will be checking that out. There might be some things I can do to improve my upkeep costs and my ship. All right, so that is number 4. So I found a battlefield find was starship parts. Number 5 was the battlefield find. So that was that. Number 6 is check for invasion. This was not an invasion threat, this particular enemy, so there's no invasion threat there. Gather the loot, page 131. Here we go. All right, page 131. You get to roll a D100 on the loot table. I rolled a 52 gear. All right, so I get gear. And then I get to roll on the gear table, which is on the next page, which is page 132. 23 is gun sights. And then I believe there is a table for that. Gun sight. Yep, there's a table for that. Gun sights. 88 is a Unity battle sight. I don't even know what that is, but we're going to look it up because I may be installing it right now. Unity battle sight. Let's go back to the gear, which is on page... where is it? Page 50. Starts on page 53. Gun sights. Here we go. Unity battle sight. +1 to all 2-hit rolls. +1 to hit. Nice. Yes, I will be taking that. +1 to all hit rolls. Wow. Okay. Man. So the hit roll is the damage. Like if you hit them, I think that's the way that works. Is let me double check, but the hit. Yeah. So firing, brawling, damage. Plus damage rating of the weapon, and the damage rating of the weapon. Oh no, maybe that's not. Maybe it is just +1 to hit. So it's like the combat. It's like the combat. 2 hit, roll a 1d6. So you get +1. Nice, very nice. I will take that. All right, so that was the gear, and that was on page. That was 131. So let's go back. Injuries. Well, we already know Huala is okay. That big lizard is A-okay. He won't be losing any sleep. Experience. Here we go. 9. Became a casualty. Huala gets +1 for that. 6 is the one that got the first kill. 6 got the first kill. He gets +1 XP, but robots don't get XP. Bots do not receive XP, so that goes away. So never mind. Survived and won. So everyone gets +3 to all except Huala, because he didn't survive. He's considered a casualty. First character to inflict a casualty was 6, so he doesn't get that. Killed a unique individual. The unique was that was Vey. Vey gets +1 for kill the unique. And not doing a quest. All right, so ability increase scores. I usually do that on the side because I like to think about it. Right now, Captain Tristani has 6. 6 doesn't get XP. Droon just got 3, so he's up to 4. Vey was at 0, so he gets 3 +1 is 4. Huala only gets that +1, so he's at 4. Freak was at 2, he gets +3, so he's at 5. And that's it. Blue Eyes was out this game. So it looks like the only one that could do something is the captain with 6. He could increase his toughness, but he's already at max 6. He could increase his speed or his savvy. How about let's get that speed up? His reaction, he could increase that, but I'd rather have the speed. So I'm going to spend 5, so he's back down to 1, and increase his speed to 5. And then Freak has 5. He could increase his speed, or he could save, and it takes 7 to improve his combat. His toughness is already 5, so he's pretty tough. Let's increase his speed. I'm going to burn that down to 0 and increase his speed to 5. So I've spent all the XP. All right. 10, invest in advanced training. Nope. Not applicable. 11. Here's the one I have been doing so wrong. I've been doing military weapons when what I should have been buying is gear and gadgets. So I am going to spend 3 credits on gear. So I get to go to the gear on the gear table on page 28, 29. Okay, 28 and 29. the gear table. So you roll a D100. I rolled a 4. Assault blade. What crap. All right. I'm probably just going to sell that off. I try not to do brawls. I just don't even like them. I guess I could keep it, but I'd rather have the 1 credit back. I'm gonna go another 3 and do another gear roll. It's like gambling. 85. A purifier. I have no idea what that is. Let's look that up. That sounds horrible. Purifier. A purifier under gear. It is a 85 purifier. Yeah. All right, let's see what this is. A purifier is... Where is it? Each campaign turn, the purifier can be used to generate clean water, which can be sold off for 1 credit. This does not require a crew to operate, but only 1 purifier at a time. So, I'll keep it. Why not? Plus 1 credit every turn. All right, and I'll start that on the next turn. Do I want 1 more? I got 9 credits, and I've already spent 6 of it, so I kind of feel like I need to, I'm going to sell that assault blade, minus 1 credit, so I was at 9. I just spent 6, so that's down to 3, and then I'm back up 1, so I'm at 4 credits. 4 plus 13 is 17, so I'm at 17 credits now. I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to buy anything more because I want to check out that ship upgrade section. All right, let's go back. Purchase items. Roll for a campaign event. All right, so let's do that. Campaign event is on page 126. I rolled a 75. You meet up with an old arms dealer contact who owes you a deal. Add your choice of 3 weapons from the following: hand cannons, military rifles, shotguns, or machine pistols. Well, hand cannons. A hand cannon is a range of 8, 1 shot, and it does plus 2 damage. But they got to get within 8, and I could take 3 of those and give them to some of my guys, and if they get within 6 inches or 8 inches of a guy, they're really gonna. Yeah, let's do that. Plus 3 hand cannons, and I'll figure out what the rules are for assigning equipment. I may not be able to do that. That's pretty cool. All right, now you roll for a character event. This one always scares me because there's some not so good stuff on there. It's on page 128. 42. Have a heart to heart with a crew member. Select a random crew member. Both earn 1 XP. All right, great. I'll roll a D10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So random character, and then they have to pick someone. Select a random crew member. Oh, I'm supposed to, first off, this was supposed to be who does this apply to? So this is who it applied to. 3. 1, 2, 3. Applied to Droon. Droon's going to have a heart to heart. So he's at 5 XP now. And who does he have it with? He can't have it with himself. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He rolled a 3 again, so that's him. 3 again. Talks to it. 3 again. He talks to himself a lot. 4. Vay. He has a heart to heart with good old Vay, and Vay gets an XP. So that's funny. All right, that is, I believe, it. That is it. Check for Galactic War. This is not, I don't have any Planet Sim tracking, so that is that. All right, my friends, that is it for turn 12 of 5 Parsecs from Home. That was the post-game rolls. The next video in this series will be the pre-rolls for turn 13. Hope you'll join me for that. I hope you're still enjoying watching me play this game. It's still fun. I still enjoy it. So anyway, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Everybody, take care.